Hello everyone, welcome back to Abbas Tech TV. In today's episode, I'll be talking about SSO, which stands for Single Sign-On. SSO is an authentication method that allows a user to log into multiple applications, multiple systems using a single login credentials. For example, let's say you use Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, just to name a few. With SSO, you can log into all those applications using a single username and a password. So why will an organization decide to go for SSO? That's the first question we need to answer. So an organization will decide to go for SSO to prevent their users, their employees, from using a weak password, from repeating the same password across other systems, across other applications. For example, let's say Sophie works for Bank of America and Sophie uses applications such as Salesforce, GCP, AWS, MS365, and UKG, just to name a few. So the chances of Sophie creating a weak password such as Apple123, Apple123, and repeating the same password across other applications is high because Sophie is tasked to create different passwords, which sometimes to some employees it seems to be like time consuming. So they tend to look for easier way of doing things, and by going for easier way, they use the same password. And let's say Sophie is a victim of using the same password across all the applications. She will also be a victim of brutal force attack, of phishing, password spraying, credential stuffing, key logging, just to name the few. From who? From threat actors. So she can be a victim of all these concepts from threat actors. So for an organization such as Bank of America to reduce their vulnerability or to reduce the chances of Sophie being a victim of all this from threat actor, there we go for SSO. So what happens here is that an SSO provider or an identity provider such as Okta will come into play. And uh, the process here is a lengthy one, but I'm going to make it simple for you. I'm going to put it down for you here for you to understand better. So Bank of America, we need to have an account with Okta, which is an SSO provider. And the system admin will need to create a username and a password for Sophie in Okta. They also need to have an account for Sophie in all the applications that she will need to have access to. Or when they do that, they need to exchange a magic key referred to as SAM metadata. So SAM, which stands for Security Assertion Markup Language, is the protocol that this system will use to authenticate Sophie in all those other systems. So they need to create user account again, create user account for Sophie in the Okta data, create user account for Sophie in all the applications. And the magic that will happen here is that Sophie will only need to log into Okta. When she logs into Okta, she will see an interface of all the applications that she can have access to. And any application that she needs to use at a certain time, she just needs to click on that application and Okta will authenticate her into that application on her behalf. So she doesn't need to have again a username and a password for Salesforce, a username and a password for GCP, a username and a password for AWS. She needs just to have a username and a password for Okta. When she authenticates herself in Okta, she will see all this. She see all of the application. When she click on the applications, Okta will do the magic for her. A lot happens in the background, but that is a topic for another day. That's all for today. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.